Welcome to the show, Napoleon. It's great to have you here. Or should I call you Emperor?
Napoleon is fine, though I don't mind your Imperial Majesty. It has a certain je ne sais quoi.
So let's get straight to the question everyone's dying to ask. You're famously known for your ahem height, or lack thereof. How did you stay confident while being, let's say, vertically challenged?
First of all, let's clear up this ridiculous myth. I was not short. I was 5'6" by French measurements, which was perfectly average for my time. But, as I always say, even if you're average in height, you must be extraordinary in stature. Confidence, my dear Claudio, is a battlefield and you must conquer it daily.
That's deep. But what about modern society, where people seem to measure success by Instagram likes and TikTok views?
Pfft, likes and views. I measured my success by the number of countries I conquered and treaties I dictated. Social media is just another battlefield. If I were alive today, I would dominate Instagram with my selfies by the Giza Pyramid or standing victoriously on a digital map of Europe. The key is to own the narrative. Post with the confidence of a man who just crowned himself emperor.
So if Napoleon were an influencer, what would your brand be?
Power, passion, and panache. I'd sell eau d'empire, the fragrance of victory. Maybe even a fitness program, Napoleon's power lifts. After all, a strong core is vital, both in warfare and in selfies.
I'd buy that. Now, what's your advice for dealing with critics and haters? Every emperor or entrepreneur has their detractors.
Ah, the haters. They are like the British Navy, loud, persistent, and irritating. But you must outmaneuver them. Use their criticism as cannon fodder for your rise. And if all else fails, exile them to an island. Figuratively, of course.
Figuratively, I'm sure. Speaking of islands, how would you handle being cancelled in today's society?
Cancelled? Bah! They tried to cancel me in 1814 and I came back a year later. My advice: if you're cancelled, return with a bang. A dramatic entrance always wins back the crowd. Imagine me stepping off the boat saying, "Did you miss me?" That's how you do it.
Let's shift gears. What's your take on modern leadership? Any thoughts on how today's leaders are managing the world?
Leaders today lack flair. They're too cautious, too bureaucratic. Where are the grand gestures, the vision? If I were leading today, I'd host press conferences on horseback. Imagine the spectacle. And I'd write my tweets like decrees. Let it be known, I declare this pizza the best in Italy. Anyone who disagrees shall face exile.
Ha 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 ha, you definitely break Twitter. Now one last question. If you could give one piece of advice to modern men who feel short in their careers, relationships, or ambitions, what would it be?
Remember this. Greatness is not measured in inches, Claudio, but in your impact on the world. Be bold. Be relentless. And if the world tries to make you feel small, simply rise above it, preferably on a horse, or at least with good posture.
Wise words from one of history's greatest strategists. Thank you, Napoleon, for this unforgettable interview.
Thank you, Claudio. And remember, it's not the size of the man, but the size of his ambition.